Hey guys, in today's video I want to show you how to achieve this red carpet glam glowy look for summer. But if you are new, welcome. My name is Ines, and if you are interested in learning how to develop your skills in makeup or fashion, then please subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon to get notified when I post a new video every Wednesday and Saturday. Okay, so for my base I want it to be very glowy, so I'm going to start with the hydrating primer. And I'm going to use my NYX Honeydew Me Up primer. This is a very good primer. If you have dry skin, I 100% recommend. But if you have combination skin, this is also very good just to use on your cheeks to hydrate this part, and then use a more mattifying or pore filling primer on the rest of your face. For foundation, I'm going to use my Sephora Glow Perfection foundation. I really like this foundation, especially in the summer. I don't know why. This is not normal, because during the summer you typically are more glowy because you have more oils and you sweat a little bit more. But I love a glowy skin during the summer. It doesn't mix. I've been really into putting foundation first with a brush and then smooth it over with the sponge. So that's what I'm gonna do. I've put 2 pumps on this brush. Hope I don't make it fall. I'm gonna top it on for my face, just to... maybe I put a bit too much. And I always start by blending over my jawline to blend it down my neck, to make sure there's no line and you can see my foundation, and then I blend it on my face. This foundation is more of a medium coverage, so if you have a pimple or redness, maybe you want to color correct before putting this foundation, but it is a really beautiful finish. As you can see, it's very glowy, so if you're not into your glowy foundations, don't go for this one. Now I'm gonna go over it with my Real Technique sponge. Make sure it's well blended. For concealer, I'm gonna go with my Super Size Conceal and Define Concealer by Revolution. And I'm just gonna put a little dot on the inner part of my eye. And on this outer edge, a little bit on the sides of my nose. Not a lot, because the foundation kind of covered what I needed to cover. This pimple, and a little bit between my eyebrows. I tend to be red in this area. And for this I'm going to use directly with my sponge. I really like this concealer. It has a very good coverage. I wouldn't say it's 100% full coverage, but it is a very high coverage. And normally it's the concealer I use when I don't want to use foundation, so it is really good for it is good for a full face of makeup, but also good for more natural, no makeup look. Now I'm gonna go with my Huda Beauty Tintor in Light. I really love this product. If you love cream contour or cream bronzer, or even if you're not used to use it, this is an amazing product. It is a little bit expensive, but it is an amazing product. It is so creamy and so easy to blend. You can use your sponge, you can use your brush. I prefer to use it with a brush actually, and it just gives such a natural bronze to your face, and that's what I want to do, because this is a more glowy bronzed summer look. So I'm just gonna take a little bit. Okay. And I start by tapping right on the back of my cheek, and I'm gonna start blending on inner and upper until my temple. See how easy it is to blend, and it just looks so natural. I also put a little bit on the tip of my nose and tiniest bit on my chin. Now I'm gonna go in with powder. I'm gonna use my Laura Mercier powder. I feel like I'm finally finishing it. I've had this powder for about 3 years, so if you want a good powder that will last you a long time, the Laura Mercier powder is almost infinite. I feel like it's never ending, but lately I've noticed it is a little bit lighter, it's more transparent, you can see the little holes. I feel like I'm finally using it up. But it's really worth your money. It's not the most cheap powder, it is tiniest bit expensive, but if you think like having it for 3 years, using it non-stop, it's amazing. So I'm gonna get rid of the creases underneath my eyes, and I'm gonna go in with my sponge into the powder and set on my oiliest bits. So I'm gonna set under my eyes, the center of my forehead, and between my eyebrows. I'm very oily between my eyebrows and I have no idea why. It's so weird. If you have like an explanation, please leave me in the comments down below. My nose, which is an oily mess, and because I use glasses, by the end of the day normally I don't have any makeup on my nose. Also gonna go over my eyelids. Now I'm gonna get my powder brush, tap it a little bit on my powder, and I'm gonna powder the rest of my face. Just using little tapping motions, because this is where my face is normally more dry. I don't need a lot of powder, and I want it to look glowy. And not forget my neck, because I did put foundation there and I don't want foundation on my clothes. I got powder all over my sweater, like how dumb can I be? Now that everything is powdered, as you can see, I still see my Huda Beauty Tentor, so the cream bronzer, but because of the powder it's a little bit more toned down. So to bring back the bronze to my face, I'm gonna use my Kika Milano Gold Waves bronzer in Mediterranean Tan. It's those marble bronzers with a little bit of sheen. It's a really good bronzer. It will last you forever, and it's a beautiful, beautiful color. And because I have such a big forehead, I tend to put a lot of bronzer there to try and hide the fact that my forehead is gigantic. Literally, look at this. It's like 10 centimeters of a forehead. Who needs 10 centimeters of a forehead? No one. And if you feel like you went a little bit overboard, just go over it with your powder brush to blend the edges a little bit. Now, because I want to do a more bronzy look, I don't want a lot of blush. So I'm going to use my butter bronzer, so I'm going to use my Physicians Formula Butter Blush in Nude Silk, which is this gorgeous nude pink. And even though you almost don't see it, it gives a natural blushy tone to your face. How do I explain? Like, you almost don't see it, but when you have it on, the face just looks more natural because it has a little bit of pink in it, but you almost don't see it. I'm gonna get my brush, gonna tap it, and I'm gonna put it lightly on my cheeks and over my nose. A little bit on my chin as well, it looks a little bit bare. Now, because we've powdered all of my face, I removed a little bit of the glow that I wanted, so to bring it back, I'm gonna use my Hourglass Ambient Light palette. This is a gorgeous palette with these 3 shades that are like setting powders, but they're like setting powders, but with a little bit of sheen, and it just makes your face look amazing. I normally use this fluffy brush. I just go over the 3 of them, and I'm just gonna go on my forehead, on my cheeks, on my chin, almost everywhere except for my under eyes and my nose. For my under eyes and my nose, I'm just gonna use the 2 lightest ones. And with the other side of my brush, I'm gonna go into the lightest shade. Let me see if these have names. They probably do, and I'm just okay, so I'm gonna go into Incandescent Light, which is the middle shade, and I'm gonna use this as a highlighter, because even though they are they're like setting powders with a sheen, if you build it up, it does turn into a highlighter. So I'm just gonna put it on the highest point of my cheek. As you can see, it just brings a little bit more light into this point. But because I'm extra, I'm gonna go into my Fenty Beauty, why can I open this? My Fenty Beauty Diamond Bomb in How Many Carats, and I'm gonna use a fan brush. I'm gonna get a little bit of these beautiful glitters, and I'm gonna put this on only on the highest points of my cheeks. Instead of being more metallic on my cheeks, it's a more natural, glowy, wet look, and it just makes me look amazing. I love this highlighter. Moving on to brows. I don't think you need a very dark, blocky eyebrow during the summer, just a fluffy one. So I love to use the Benefit Gimme Brow in 5. This is an eyebrow gel, a tinted eyebrow gel. And I just brush my eyebrows upwards, giving it a more fluffy look. Now I got you a little bit closer because we're moving on to the eyes. And I'm going to use my Going Coconut Colourpop eyeshadow palette. It is this gorgeous, gorgeous neutral eyeshadow palette. I am in love with it ever since I got it. I did do a little review, so I'll leave it up here if I'm not mistaken. But I'm gonna create a more winged out, smoky look. This is a very glam, red carpet type of eye look. So I'm gonna show it how to do it. I'm gonna get a fluffy, but as you can see, it's a little bit curved brush. And I'm gonna tap it into Colada, which is this neutral browny shade. And I'm gonna place it on the outer part of my eye. I'm gonna start building it there. And softly wing it out. Now with the medium size angle brush, I'm gonna go into, what is your name? Nutty, this dark brown shade, and I'm just tapping it on the side of it. And now very carefully, I'm gonna place it near my lashes. Create the effect of a winged liner. And again, I'm gonna wing it out carefully to make sure I don't smudge it, and then blend it into my eyelid. I'm gonna go back into that Colada shade, and I'm gonna blend this eyeliner effect into my eyelid. So I'm just gonna slowly blend this inwards. This is why you should use a more angled brush, so you can really place it in a way that it's touching your eyelashes and the inner part of your crease to blend this in a more uniform way. And now to give it a little bit of color, I'm gonna go with the same brush into the shade Shell Yeah, which is this more pinkish nude. And I'm gonna put the tiniest bit on that inner third, just to give it a little bit of color. And if you feel like you lost a little bit of the wing, just go back with your brush. No need to add more product because it still has a little bit left. Just re-put that line. This one is still good. And blend it so it's not too harsh. Now with a small fluffy brush, it looks stained, but it's not really. With a small brush, I'm gonna go into the Cool Lada shade and I'm gonna put it on my lower lashes. Now with the small brush, I'm gonna go into my Hourglass Ambient Light palette again. I'm gonna pick the lightest shade and I'm gonna put it on my inner quarter to bring a little bit of light, opening them a little bit more. All that is left is mascara. I'm gonna use my Maybelline Total Temptations mascara. I use this literally in every video on my YouTube, on my Instagram. It's almost ran out. So I really need to or buy a new one or get a new mascara from a different brand or just a different one. I feel like I'm always talking about this mascara, but it's so good. I love what it does for my lashes. It just gives a little bit of length, a little bit of volume, and it doesn't smudge, which is very, very important. Start at the bottom, winging it, and then stroking it upwards. Can you see the difference just one coat does? And it just really complements the eyes and makes everything go together. Okay, so these are the eyes done. What do you think? It's a very natural, glam, smoky, but still winged out look. Perfect for a red carpet. This is the purpose of the video, but it's a very easy to do and it just looks amazing. Of course, if you have false lashes, you can add it on, but if you are on holidays, the chances that you brought fake lashes with you are quite small. So I really recommend having a good mascara to bring your lashes up to complement the look. I think the only thing that is missing right now are the lips. And for red carpets, glam look, you need a red lipstick. This is the Another Stories lipstick in Masonic Crimson, and it's a beautiful dark red. Let me show you. It's not as dark as it looks. The lipstick itself, it is a beautiful, beautiful red. It looks a little bit bright on camera because of the lights, but I really love the formula and the color of this lipstick. Also, if you buy a red lipstick, buy also a red lip liner, because doing red lips without missing a place or going overboard is really hard. I'm gonna concentrate to do this right, but just use a lip liner. Don't do this like me. Okay, it looks okay. It's not perfect, really. Just use a lip liner. But as you can see, this lipstick is gorgeous, and it is a cream lipstick. It's not a matte lipstick, so it just has this sheen that really gives a more summer look. to this makeup look, because everything is glowy, everything is shimmery except for the eyes, but you have the highlighter in the corners to brighten up and open your eyes. This is a really perfect going out summer look for dinner or just really going out, which we probably won't be doing this summer, but if you have the occasion, just go to a party, a small party. I don't know, this is a very good look for that special occasion. The only thing that's missing and that I really need right now because my room is really hot, setting spray. And I have these Fix Plus, this MAC Fix Plus in a gold light. So if you shake it up, it has it's all stuck on the bottom. Okay, done. So as you can see, it has these gold flecks in it, so it gives a more glowy look. It will probably leave gold specks on my face, but it just gives a more glowy aspect. And I'm just gonna spray my face to put this makeup in place and maybe give it a little bit of glow. Let's see. Not gonna do the same mistake as last week and inhale while this is still setting. Ah, damn it. Why do I always do this? I forget. I always leave my mirror on my lap and then it gets soaked in setting spray, so now I can't see myself. Nice. Just gonna use my sponge to set it under my eyes to make sure I don't crease, and on the sides of my nose. I'm gonna get a new mirror so I can see my face in the finished look. No gold specks, which is good. We don't need gold specks right now because everything just looks very glowy. This look is just amazing. So this is the look complete. I want you to tell me in the comments what you thought of the whole look and tell me if you found it easy or if you want me to really do a step-by-step, more slowly and more up close of how to do it. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, that will help me a lot, and subscribe to the channel. I post videos every Wednesday and Saturday. Also, go follow me on my social media to keep up with my makeup looks. I post makeup videos and photos and fashion posts. I am also going to be doing a few giveaways, so if you are interested, please go check it out. I'll see you on my next one. Bye!